will be having a debate. So our judges are Mrs. Julieta P. Ocon, Master Teacher 2 at teaching grade 2 in Quezon Central Elementary School. Our second judge is Charita D. Somoda, Master Teacher 2 at teaching grade 5 Filipino, EPT, and Makabayan. And last but not the least, our active principal, Mr. Genesis Tino Lima, another judge for this debate. So to start our debate, let us start first with our lesson. Let us have first a review on our lesson yesterday. What was our lesson yesterday? Chanel.
Our lesson yesterday was about 3 types of sentence.
What are the 3 types of sentence?
Yes.
Lorabel.
The 3 types of sentence are complex, compound, and sentences.
And last is the
Simple sentence.
okay. So what is simple sentence? Anybody from the class who can define simple sentence? Liven.
Simple sentence has a simple idea or thought. Or
It has a simple or single idea. How about compound sentence? Who can define compound sentence? Okay, yes, Carol.
compound sentence are connected to independent clauses.
Okay, compound sentence are 2 independent clauses which are connected to make one compound sentence. Okay, how about complex sentence? How many independent clause and how many dependent clause are connected? Okay, there is 1 independent clause and 1 dependent clause. Okay, what are the connectors used in compound sentence? Later.
And or but.
Okay.
Very good. And or and but. How about the connectors used in complex sentence? Allen.
Because, since, when.
Okay, very good. Can you give me one simple sentence? Example of simple sentence. Lorabel.
I started to walk since I was 4 years old.
Is that a simple sentence?
No.
What kind of sentence is it?
Complex.
Okay, that is complex sentence. Okay, so you already taught how to construct sentences yesterday, the simple, compound, and complex. Okay, this morning we will have a debate using those kinds of sentences. So, based on your researches on the topic that we have, the pros and cons on the use of cell phones in school, so you constructed your own sentences. So, in this debate, our judges will judge who will win through the sentences that you constructed and the thoughts and idea and the way you deliver those words. So, let us start the debate. I will turn over this microphone to our moderator, Laika Nelias.
Mobile phones seem to be everywhere now. These gadgets, which were once a luxury for most grown-ups, are now in the hands of many kids and teenagers. Are they really necessary in school? Should kids have phones in school? This morning, we will listen to the debate on allowing cell phones in school. Each group is composed of 6 members. The affirmative group is led by Chanel Rebuta, while the negative side is led by Levenlan Palacios. We would like to request Chanel to introduce the members of the affirmative and Levenlan for negative.
morning, everyone. I am Chanel Tiriputa, speaker number 1 for Affirmative Group. Let me introduce to you my members. We have Alan J. L. Dando, speaker number 2, J.R.R. Cascao, speaker number 3, Carol T. Sumaya, speaker number 4, Mary Gwen Tombo, speaker number 5, and Hannah Ted Lagada, speaker number 6. Thank you.
I would like to call Lebanon Palacios to introduce these members. Good morning, everyone. I am Lebanon A. Palacios, the first speaker for Negative Group. Isa John Marie Pitayone, the second speaker for Negative Group. James Carl A. Casile, the third speaker for Negative Group. Laura Bell B. Puyos, the fourth speaker for Negative Group. Fiala Rain D. Grande, the fifth speaker for Negative Group. The last but not the least, Crystal Joyce P. Balajang, the sixth speaker for Negative Group. That's all, thank you. We would like to call the first speaker from Affirmative side.
Cell phones should be allowed in school so that the parents will be in touch with their children and know their whereabouts. Most parents use the phone to monitor their child's location. They can follow up their pupils' performance by using cell phones in asking the pupils' advisors.
Now, let us have a 1-minute rebuttal for Affirmative 1 from Negative side. How could a parent monitor their children's whereabouts if their cell phone is turned off? I think the presence of parents in school is better than using cell phone in monitoring the pupil's performance.
At these modern days, using cell phone is an access for parents who are working in distance from school or the parents who are working abroad. This is the only way they can call their children or the teachers. So it is necessary to let the pupils bring their cell phones in school.
What if the child is using it in class hours and not concentrating in the class? There are a lot of bad influence bringing a cell phone.
Their gadgets are being confiscated during class hours if those are not needed so they can concentrate to their lessons.
Okay, no more questions. We would like to call the first speaker from Negative side. Allowing cell phone in school will distract the pupils. Nowadays, children cannot only text and make calls with their mobile phones. They can also play games, surf internet, and listen to the music. This can interfere the pupils' concentration and ability to learn if they play with them in class. Now, let us listen to the rebuttal.
The school is imposing a rule which cell phones should be turned off during the class hours. How could the pupils be distracted?
Although rules are imposed, the pupils are still tempted to use it secretly, so that could be the reason why they cannot concentrate or participate in class discussion.
If the children are disciplined how to use their gadgets properly, do you think gadgets can disturb them in class?
Do not trust a person even they are disciplined. Like a saying, never judge a book by its cover.
Okay, that could be all. No more questions.
I would like to call the second speaker from Affirmative side.
Cell phone should be brought to school. Cell phone is very useful in case of emergency. You can easily call parents or guardians if accident happens or the child is sick. If there is a weather-related emergency and the school needs to close, it would be lot less hassle for the school if the students could contact their parents themselves. It would be much faster than standing in a line at a school phone or the secretary having to make calls or activate a calling queue. This is of great benefit and will potentially shape a child's life.
This time, we will listen to the rebuttal. was material low because they are always playing games. How can they call their parents in case of emergency?
They cannot have time for playing games with their gadgets because they are always allowed to play outside with their friends. They are also being told to use their gadgets properly, but in case of emergency, they will surely bring chargers.
Okay, no more questions. I would like to call the second speaker from negative side. The school has hired school guards to make sure that the pupils are safe in school. The teachers are checking their pupils' attendance to make sure that all pupils are inside the classroom. However, bringing someone in school would encourage pupils to cheat. They can use internet in looking for the answers of the questions in the test, and it could be used as calculator. They can use it during math lessons. Now we will listen to their battle.
What if the teacher is absent because of unexpected circumstances? How do parents know that the children have no classes?
The principal in school and other teachers will make some steps to make the children safe in school.
Okay, that's all. No more questions.
I would like to call the third speaker from affirmative side.
A 21st century learner should know how to use technology during the teaching-learning process. Cell phones can give an instant answer to the questions presented during the discussion and group activity. Access to the internet allows pupils to open videos on the lessons in science and other subjects during their free time in school as part of the review of the lessons.
At this time, we will listen to their rebuttal. Not all pupils in school have cell phones. There are books and other references which are used for memorization. How would you address the needs of those who have no gadgets at all?
The pupils who have cell phones can share it to their classmates. During group activity, their classmates will be involved in making reports, so it helps other pupils to know how to manipulate gadgets.
Thank you. No more questions. I would like to call the third speaker from negative side. It could get stolen. Elementary pupils are not liable enough to take care of their belongings, so there is a tendency that their cell phones will be lost. This would allow some pupils to be tempted to do stealing because they cannot afford to buy. They are often to do so because they are curious on how to use cell phones. Now, let us listen to the fourth speaker from affirmative side. If cell phone is allowed in school, the pupils have a wide access to information. With internet access, children can be exposed to a world of creative ideas outside of their bubble. They can learn another language or teach themselves how to draw, knit, or play chess, with of course the guidance of the teacher during the group activity. Now, let us listen to their rebuttal. There are a lot of books in the library, but why you really want to bring cell phone in the school? Because it is easier to research in the internet than using book. In a minute, you can already use the topics using cell phones. Okay, that's all. No more questions. I would like to call the fourth speaker from negative side. It could interrupt lessons. As what we observe, there are a lot of ways to access on information by using cell phones at home, reading materials in school, or even going to the school library, because this could interrupt the lessons. Let us listen to their rebuttal. If you think that cell phone is not good for children, so how would you convince them not to bring cell phones in the school? I will tell them not to bring cell phone in the school because cell phone can distract you while you listen to your teacher and while you answer. So you cannot focus in your lessons. That may cause low grades. Okay, that's all. No more questions. Now, let us listen to the fifth speaker from affirmative side. Access to video. There are lessons, especially in science, which the pupils need to know the real actions, so cell phones used in school should be permitted. At this time, we will listen to Gary Button. What if a child is secretly playing games, surfing internet, listening to music, and lastly watching sexual videos instead of researching? For me, they cannot do those things that you said because, first of all, I am sure that their parents are teaching them good things. And lastly, they have the guidance of their teacher whatever they do with their cell phones or gadgets. Okay, that's all. No more questions. Let us listen to the fifth speaker from negative side. If they know how to download videos, there are possibilities that they can open sexual-related videos, which is not good for the children. As what we noticed, people nowadays are very sensitive when we talk about sex. But it's a topic of the people whose guardian or parents work abroad or away from home. Let us listen to Derry Button. How they know to open sexual videos and others if nobody had taught them to do bad things like that? How do they know? Because some people like watching sexual videos because they're perverts. Sometimes teachers observe them. Okay, thank you. That's all. No more questions. I would like to call the sixth speaker from affirmative side. Cell phone is very useful in social learning. They may be able to collect friends through social media. They can interact with other people if they are allowed to use cell phone in school. Let us listen to Derry Button.
Do you mean that the pupils who have no gadgets cannot collect friends?
No, we can still collect friends even without gadgets. But it is easier to collect friends in Facebook. We will know how to speak foreign languages because we can have friends outside the country.
Okay, that's all. No more questions.
Let us now listen to the sixth debater from negative side.
Cell phones have negative impact. They have harmful effect because of the long-term exposure to wireless devices and computer screens. The radiation from gadgets can cause various diseases. It can damage cells, especially the brain.
Now, let us listen to Derry Button. Is there a research proving that long exposure to wireless gadgets damage the cells in our body?
Yes, there are already research on radiation from the gadgets which cause cancer, poor eyesight, and other diseases, especially damages the brain cell of the person. The American Academy of Pediatrics cautions that children need more real face time than screen time, more laps than apps. Every major well-designed study ever conducted has found that those who use cell phones regularly for half an hour a day or more a decade have a double risk of a brain cancer. And those who began using cell phones as teenagers have 4 to 5 times more disease in less than 10 years. Exposure to the radiation from cell phones may also play a role for a growing spate of serious problems, including attention and hearing deficits, autism, behavioral changes, insomnia, ringing of the ears or tinnitus, Parkinson's, Alzheimer, and a broad array of disturbances to the nervous system.
Okay, that's all. No more questions. And that ends our debate. I would like to pass the mic to our teacher, Mrs. Mary Ann Lamos.
Thank you very much, kids, for a debate that you presented this morning. It's all our judges who will be the winners. Okay, we will be selecting best speaker from affirmative side and best speaker from negative side. So it's our judges who will select those speakers. Okay, so what are the advantages of using cell phone in school? So anybody from the group who can say or who can tell from the group the advantages or the use of cell phones in school which can help you and your parents?
You can easily call your parents or guardians if the child is sick or accident happens.
So,
That is a good use of cell phones. How about this group? Anybody from the group who can say something about the good use of cell phone in school?
It helps to research your assignment.
okay.
It can help you research your assignment. Okay, how about the negative side? What can you say something about the good use? What have you learned from their opinions or ideas? Okay, from this group, can you say something, the good effect of using cell phone in school? How about the negative effect of using cell phone in school? For this group. Yes, Laika.
It can cause diseases and cancers.
Okay, so that was what Laika learned from this debate. It can cause diseases like cancer. Another, what are the disadvantages of using cell phones in school? Liven, can you say something? Based from your debate, what are the disadvantages or the negative effect on pupils if you use cell phones in school?
You can get addicted and cannot concentrate in the class.
Okay, you will be addicted and cannot concentrate in class if you always use cell phone. So, it's our judges who will judge from the two groups, the affirmative and negative side. So, thank you very much for your cooperation. So, for your assignment, you are going to construct a paragraph, 100-word paragraph entitled Gadgets Using of Gadgets in School. So, yes, tomorrow I will be collecting your assignment. Okay, thank you very much for our judges. Ma'am Charita Sumoda, Ma'am Julieta B. Ocon, and of course, our active principal, Sir Genesis P. Lima, and our videographer, Ma'am Maria Fesi Linaw.
Okay na.
Okay.
And for us.
I-edit lang.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning also to our fellow teachers who are members of the Board of Judges. My warm congratulations to your very diligent and industrious teacher, Mrs. Mary Ann P. Lamoste. And I am very glad to be a part of your session this morning, especially for your lesson in the kinds of sentences, because that is very important for you, dear children, to develop the skills, especially on the subject matter of different kinds of sentences, because that is very important for your usage of English language as you grow and continue your studies. So, I I am encouraging you, pupils, to concentrate well to your studies with the guidance of your English teacher so that your skills in English language will be developed. Especially you are already going to be promoted in the next grade level, in grade 6, and soon you will proceed to grade 7 in junior high school. So I am very much interested in having you develop your skills in using English language. So to everyone, to all of you, to your teacher, Ma'am Mary Ann Lamuste, congratulations, and once again, good morning.
I would like to call on Ma'am Julieta P. Ocon to announce the I would like to call on Mrs. Julieta P. Ocon to announce the best speakers from each group.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, ma'am.
And congratulations to the affirmative group and to the negative group. Well, for the declaration of the best speaker for each group, we've chosen for the affirmative group, it would be speaker number 1, Chanel Reputa. And the best speaker for the negative group is also speaker number 1, which is Level Okay, and congratulations, both of you.
Thank you, Ma'am Jo, and to all of you, Sir and Ma'am Somoda. Thank you very much, as well as Ma'am Dina.
You're welcome.
Welcome. Okay, ma'am.
Okay.